Hi, this is Tino, or MusicUCanSee. We're at Winter NAMM. I'm with Brian Hall of Martin Guitars, CF Martin. This gentleman is the string expert. What's going on new at NAMM this year with the strings?
Yeah, so we're not just a great manufacturer of guitars, we're also a great manufacturer of guitar strings. So we make our own strings in Navajo, Mexico, and we quietly have been introducing a revolutionary new alloy for strings called Kovar. And you'll see behind me, Lux by Martin Kovar strings, and I'll explain what that is. You know, for years, strings have been pretty stagnant. You know, you use the same metals and the same materials to make strings. In the 1930s, you had 80-20 bronze. 1960s, phosphor bronze to give you that shimmer, that sound. Coated strings in the 1990s. And now for the 2020s, we've discovered a new alloy that's a combination of nickel and cobalt. Nickel strings have been used in electric guitars for years, but you add cobalt, you get that shimmer, that phosphor bronze excitement, and people love it for acoustic guitar. A lot of our players, we've been listening to our fans and followers. A lot of them don't just play acoustic guitars. I know it's hard to believe. You know, Martin players, they love an acoustic guitar. A lot of them do play electric occasionally, you know, and we know that they like the playability, the fretability, the shredding you can do on an electric guitar. So we thought, why don't we bring a little bit of that into the acoustic guitar world? So we launched these quietly last year at NAMM. We introduced two SKUs, a light and a medium gauge Kovar nickel cobalt strings, and then we expanded now to 6 SKUs. So we've got extra lights, custom lights, 12 strings, and then we even did a little bit more zhuzhing around the product portfolio to give some extra benefits as well. So people are loving those Kovar strings.
Did it come across through a lot of research and development, or was it just the other musicians coming to you and saying, hey, try this?
Yeah, we spend a lot of time in our lab. A lot of people think, you know, oh, it must be really fun to be a Martin guitar engineer and designer because you just get to play guitars all day. But, you know, they're tinkering around with strings and alloys. We developed titanium strings a while ago, and it was really like a moonshot. Like, you know, if you just kind of threw out the old recipe and you came up with something new, what would it look like? And along the way, we were like, well, there's all these metals, you know, why are we still stuck in phosphor bronze age? We're like, well, let's come up with some new things. So yeah, there was a combination of that. But then in the lab, we're always thinking of the modern player, always thinking of the consumer, thinking about what they're asking for and needing from us. So that's how we came up with the Kovar strings.
Well, Brian, you guys are at the cutting edge of strings when it comes to acoustic. Brian Hall, MusicUCanSee, Winter NAMM, CF Martin.